Hello and
Hello.
welcome to the Anna Nicole Show. I'm Nicole.
I'm Anna.
Oh, I just gave my secret away that I'm wearing a dress with an English shirt. That's okay. That's how we roll. Dress from the top up.
There you go.
This is just like a little house dress, like a little like raggedy, and you know what? It's comfortable, and
Whatever.
that's what I felt like wearing. So sue me.
What I wore to work today. It's like an oversized, like helmet sweater. It's like super cozy. And
I know
got,
it's
like,
that
this-
fall season.
Oh, dude, it was wonderful today. Even now, I have the windows open, the cat's chilling. I'm like, yes. But if I see any pumpkin spice nonsense, I'm gonna fucking slap the cat.
I just showed you. I had some.
What? Oh yeah,
The
your
stuff.
thing. Yeah, but that's like liquor. That doesn't count.
It's like Bailey. There's not even any like alcohol there really.
They have
I was like,
freaking pumpkin spice cinnamon toast crunch.
They're pumpkin spice everything. I mean, literally everything. It's ridiculous. But today we're going to be diving a little bit into like conspiracies, some things that are trending lately. I will, you make up your own opinion. I've heard
And we're
many
gonna talk
different
shit about
things.
Everything and everyone. So who gives a fuck?
Right.
Whether it's true,
So
if it's a lie, if it's on
we're gonna
TV or not, we're gonna talk shit, and it's gonna be interesting. So buckle up.
Right. And we're going to find out if Michelle Obama is actually trans.
I was gonna say that. I don't think so. She birthed those kids. They look just like her. Ugh.
She could have.
Wait,
She could have.
By the way,
She could have used her semen.
okay. I'm gonna tell you a really funny story about Obama nonsense. When I was in Atlanta, I used to listen to this radio show on my way to work in the morning into Inside the Perimeter, which is like Midtown, like middle of Atlanta, the city. Like not even a third size of Queens. I think Queens are bigger building.
But anyway.
Anyway, so there was this one episode this one morning, and this guy is like, I have this tape about this guy that's like this, I guess, gay prostitute from Chicago that apparently
That's what we're going to be watching.
Huh?
That's what we're watching.
Oh, really? Well, allegedly, this male gay prostitute was getting it in with Barack. And he's like, oh, Barack smokes Newports, blah, blah, blah. Talking mad shit. Yo, it was like on every radio station for like a month. But I never heard anything else about it again. And I'm like, I can see that happening. Because he's from downtown Chicago. Like, he's like in with the shameless people on Showtime. Like, that's his crew.
Well, I think that's why it's interesting. And like, here's the thing. It's like, I'm going to show the video. We'll show the videos and then we'll talk about it. But like, the reasoning of why I wanted to look into it is it's not, I don't care if he's gay. I don't care if she's trans. It doesn't affect my life at all. The fact is, why are you hiding it? And why is all this shit being pushed right now? So, no, I'm not just now. I'm saying the trans shit.
Oh, please.
And then Black Lives Matter.
Yo, they're gonna try to fucking make her run in 2028. That's why. They're gonna fucking be like, oh, Michelle, blah, blah, blah. Your chef drowned in Martha's Vineyard. Can you run for president in 2028? And she's gonna be like, why, yes, of course. Check out my fucking arms. I work out every day.
So, all right, I'm gonna watch. I've seen other videos, whether or not you like her or not, Candace Owens. She does explain it well, so that's why I picked her video. Okay. No,
Okay.
she's so far from dumb. It's not even funny. She's like way smarter than us combined.
And people were very surprised to hear about it because, of course, there was a media concerted effort to suppress those stories when Barack Obama was running for president of the United States. Let's listen to what Tucker Carlson had to say about that.
2008, it became really clear that Barack Obama had been having sex with men and smoking crack. And a guy came forward, Larry Sinclair, and said, I'll sign an affidavit. And he did. I'll take a lie detector. And he did. I smoked crack with Barack Obama and had sex with him. Well, that was obviously true. Nobody reported it, not because they were squeamish about sex or drugs, but because the Obama campaign said anyone who reports on this gets no access to the Obama campaign. And so they didn't report on it. So that happens. That's just one small example, but that happens all the time with lots of different issues.
That's a pretty...
All right, I don't know the copyright law, so let's just go back for a second. But oh, was I not sharing the screen with everybody? I guess I'll have to edit it in.
That's okay,
but
because that's literally what that fucking radio recording
Right.
thing was that I heard in Atlanta.
it goes on, and it goes on, and they show
went
the
to
guy
strip
in court.
clubs, like in the limo, very detailed, very graphic.
I don't even care. I mean, of course I do care. You don't want your president smoking crack. Let's be real. Yeah, of course you don't want the person who's making decisions about war, taking our tax money, all of this smoking crack. Coming from somebody who's smoked crack.
Really?
Like, you probably would be better off with somebody. Really, what? I smoked crack?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Is that what you said? Really, Joe?
Yeah.
I don't smoke crack. Yeah, of course I've tried it. My ex smoked it like every day. It wasn't my thing. Like, kind of grossed me out. But yeah, I tried it. It's like, it's gross. It's like it's kind of like, Coke. It makes you fiend for more. Like, you don't want your president out there and like whatever. I don't care what he does. But there's things that, like, when you start thinking about the grand scheme of things, our streets are fucking flooded with drugs. And killing people every fucking day, and the president's smoking crack. He's not going to get rid of drug deal. You know what I mean? Like, that's sick. So yes, of course, this is all probably coming out because this is going to be an election, even though he's not running. So it doesn't really make sense. But I'm going to go back on to the video. Okay.
President of the United States was involved in having illicit affairs, and the media was covering it up. And I'll take it a step further. I'll tell you what I heard. I heard this directly from the mouth of a Secret Service agent whose name I cannot remember, but who worked for Barack Obama and his family. And he said that while Barack Obama was in office, again, this is coming from a Secret Service agent, that they would help sneak young men into the White House. It was not a secret of sorts that Barack Obama was sleeping with these young men, and that was just a part of their job. Unbelievably, the press never found out about this, which happens sometimes. Sometimes you can actually drop off crack cocaine at the White House and they don't know who did it. So yeah, the government can be super hush-hush when they want to be. And of course, the media will help them bury those facts. Well, let's go backward, because apparently this clip of Tucker Carlson is going viral because people had never heard it. They'd never even heard about Larry Sinclair. They never heard about his testimony. And if they did hear about it, it was dismissed. They problematized Larry Sinclair himself. And I want to be clear that Larry Sinclair has some problems. Yes, he has problems, a lot of financial ones. He's been accused and convicted of fraud, credit card fraud, things of that nature. But he's clear when he repeatedly said over and over again that he had engaged in a homosexual affair with Barack Obama. He was pretty clear when he said that he had had sex with then Senator Barack Obama in Chicago. And he was willing to even host a news conference about it at the National Press Club in Washington on June 18th, 2008. So don't take my word for it.
My birthday.
Actually watch this video, which has largely been buried.
And that's the other thing is, like, remember when we got into the little argument about January 6th?
Uh-huh.
There's so much stuff that I really wish I would have saved from that day or downloaded. Now, anytime I see anything that's like shocking, I download it, because the way the government just like takes your shit, or not takes your shit, takes things that like I never heard of anything like this.
I never. I was like, I'm telling you, I heard this entire story, and like I said, it was a guy, and he was like a gay prostitute in Chicago, and he was getting in with Barack. Totally forgot that they were smoking crack, but like I said, limos, strip clubs, Newports, Sneaking
And then
dives
it's
into
gone.
the White House, not surprised. Not surprised. I could totally see Barack, playing for the other team when Michelle's out to Martha's Vineyard.
What are you doing?
Feeling the sticker.
Do I have to babysit you?
No, it was bothering me.
Okay, I'm gonna
Let
finish
me know what
this.
you think about it. Take a listen.
In regards to the Obama incident, I flew out of Colorado Springs, Colorado to Chicago on November 2nd, 1999, arriving in O'Hare early in the morning of November 3rd. I went to the Chicago area to attend the graduation of my godson, my best friend's son, from basic training from the Great Lakes Navy Training Facility. I made reservations at the Comfort Inn and Suites in Gurnee, Illinois, based solely on the location to the training center. On November 5th, 1999, I hired the services of Five Star Limousine. Excuse me. I had hired them both for November 5th and November 6th of 1999. On November 6, 1999, I asked the limo driver, whose name I now reveal for the first time, Jagir Paramit Mutani, if he knew anyone who would like to socialize and show me Chicago. Mr. Mutani understood that I was looking for someone who knew Chicago and would enjoy socializing. Mr. Mutani said he knew someone who was a friend of his. On November 6, 1999, after picking me up at the hotel in Gurnee, and this is significant, Mr. Mutani used his cell phone to make a call. That call was made to then Illinois State Senator Barack Obama to set up an introduction between myself and Senator Obama. Upon arriving at the bar and exiting the limo, Senator Obama was standing next to Mr. Mutani, and I was introduced to Senator Obama by name. Later that evening in a bar, which I believe was called Alibis, and I state believe because I have failed so far to get Citigroup to provide the credit card receipts that has the actual name. I want you to wake up. Senator Obama asked me if I was referring to coke, and I stated I was. After stating I was, Obama stated he could purchase cocaine for me and then made a telephone call. This too is significant, from a cell phone to a presently unknown individual.
First of all, I'm just taking a pause because I think there's some rules with YouTube. What the fuck? First of all, if I would never go to a senator and say I think I need a line. Would you?
No.
But I also know I sold coke, that everybody does it, especially old rich white men.
Yep. And not for nothing, if the limo driver set up this fucking meeting, not for nothing, I get, you know where it's gonna end up.
I cannot wait until you get your selfie stand. Okay. Does your finger need to be in the frame?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
I'm like your babysitter. I'm like, Anna. Also, since while we're at it, get in the center of the frame, please. Nope. Yeah. Nope. Yeah, that's better. Because it makes it hard when I do the TikTok.
During which Senator Obama arranged the cocaine purchase. Senator Obama and I then departed the bar in my limousine and proceeded to an unknown location where Senator Obama exited the limousine with $250, which was provided to him by me.
You couldn't even buy it for the guy, but all right.
Returned a short while later with an 8-ball of cocaine, which he gave to me. I did ingest a couple of lines of cocaine, and shortly thereafter, Senator Obama produced a glass cylinder pipe and packet of crack cocaine from his pocket. Obama then smoked the crack cocaine. I performed fellatio on Senator Obama in the limousine during the time Senator Obama was smoking crack cocaine, after which I had the driver take me to my hotel, the Comfort Suites, Gurnee, Illinois. The following day, November 7th, 1999, Senator Obama appeared at my hotel room, unannounced, uninvited, where we again ingested cocaine and I again performed fellatio on Senator Obama.
Hey, what's going on,
Okay.
everyone? If you're tired of just...
Questions. Was it big? He doesn't look like he'd have a big one.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
To me, he doesn't look like he'd have a big one.
Probably not. But it might.
But
It
you
might
do know
curve
those
like a hawk.
those skinny boys, though, you know?
I know. You never know.
It's those skinny guys that always have the big old eyes.
Yep.
So let's get through this.
Do you believe him? That seems remarkably detailed. It seems that if
I believe him. But-
were a meaningful journalist and you were in
Yeah.
front of him at that news conference, you could have easily.
This was literally over 10 years ago that I heard this on the radio in Atlanta. Driving to work into Midtown, like the worst fucking traffic you could possibly imagine. Still to this day, I fucking remember that story. As soon as he
Well,
said,
that's-
like, is Michelle a transsexual? I was like, yo, let me
Well, I'll tell you why.
what I know.
why I said that, but yeah, and I think that's why it's coming up, because some people are probably like, well, how come I didn't hear this story 10 years ago? This is they come in something like this that, you know, they do it just goes to show you can't trust the media. There's people, you know, it's right versus left. Hold on. It's like right versus left, black versus white. They want that control over us. And they spit you out this bullshit to make you dumber.
Yep.
It's like, I can't stand
I am so
people.
glad, like, that is literally a real thing, because I really, up until this moment, I didn't know if it was real. I really did not think, like, I thought that was, like, possibly, like, an act, but yo, the guy was, like, he smoked Newport, we were in this limo, we went to this one club, literally, I've never seen this video before in my life, Nicole. I was on my way to work in Sandy Springs, Alpharetta, going down I was on 285, I'll never forget it. I didn't even want to get out of the car when I got to work, because I'm like, this shit is too good.
Yeah,
10, 12 years later.
I never heard it.
Candace
I will
Owens,
say it.
sorry, I still think she's a dumb bitch. But fuck, hey, man, thank you. I really
It's
cannot
crazy.
believe it.
And again, like, you know, she made a statement, and whether or not it's true or not, but about how it was known that the Secret Service would bring young men. Now, how young are we talking? Now, I'm sure it was legal, but
Was it?
what?
Is
And,
it legal to smoke crack?
No, and that's the other thing. It's
Is
like,
it
I
legal
was in
to
jail.
buy an 8-ball of Coke?
And that's the thing right here, is
thank
you have
you.
all these people filled in jail. People like me, I can't go out and get a job because I have a felony for drug charges. I didn't kill anybody or anything like that for drug charges. Do I deserve it? I think I do, yeah. But also, when I see shit like this, it makes me feel like I don't deserve it. Because how come, what? Because they're on a different tax bracket, a different level?
He
So,
worked for the government. He was a senator.
and this is why people don't like Trump, because Trump is trying to squash all this shit. When you're done, let me know. That's why people don't like Trump, because he's trying to air this shit out. Like, bro, there's so many, like, this is how I think about it, and it bothers me. And I don't see other people necessarily talking about it, but, like, I feel like they're trying very hard to make pedophilia a legal thing in this country, and that's not fucking cool. And I feel like these older men, who, whether are white, it doesn't fucking matter what color, I feel like they have so much money, now the only thing they want is things they can't get, and they want to make it legal, and it's not fucking right
I will
or fair.
literally castrate a man if they even try that shit. I got a lawyer on retainer, and he's Jewish. I don't give a f. You can go suck a dick. They tried. Oh my god. I'm not even.
Well,
I'm not
okay.
even gonna get into that. I'm not even gonna get into
Because,
that. I'm not even gonna.
well,
get into that.
we are getting into it a little bit. It's okay. Here, this is how it starts. It starts with them with the maps, right? They're trying to not call pedophiles anymore. They're trying to call them MAPS, which stands for Minor Attractive Person. They have their own flag. Have you seen it?
No.
It's so fucking sick.
Yo, I was reading this article the other day, and it was about this guy and how he says he loves sitting next to minors on airplanes because minors are so dope. And he's like a 40-year-old man. I will go to jail every day, all day. Try me. Oh my god, no. Not a fucking chance. People are disgusting.
I know. Okay, you see it? You see this?
Mm-hmm. That's their flag.
For little boys, for little girls, and then yellow for both. MAPS Pride flag. Well, what's MAPS? MAP refers to individuals coined by B4U-Act. The term minor attracted person refers to individuals with sexual attraction to individuals who are minors below the age of consent. Well, why can't we just call them pedophiles?
That's what they are.
Sex offenders. And they're trying to get acceptance into the LGBTQAI, and that's fucking bullshit. That's disgusting that you're trying to group.
I don't know anyone who would.
No, gay is.
You
I
cannot
understand.
force anyone to do something that they don't want to do. Okay.
And this 10-year-old, 12-year-old does not have consent.
No, absolutely not. Whether it's a 10-year-old, like you said, 12, no.
So
I'll fucking burn you alive.
now, there's been a conspiracy, and I'm pretty sure my dad believes it, that Michelle Obama's trans.
He does believe that. He was telling me about it. I love you, Dad. He's so funny.
And he calls her Michael. And I get she looks like a man. And I don't have a ton of. If she's good in public, so she's good she's got that I'm cool, I'm hip, but I'm also smart and whatever. I don't know the details of it, but there was something that was a little weird, and I'm going to play that for you really quick.
Okay.
The one and only.
Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh. First, the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman
We already
president?
have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh. First, the United States will see the first.
Did you catch that?
River says it. Bitch, don't lie.
She died 4 days later. Complications in her surgery.
Bum, bum, bum.
Now again, it's conspiracy. Nobody's saying the Obamas killed her, but she's a little. She's a little old.
An Obama chef that they've had at Martha's Vineyard for 15 years drowns.
These people keep killing people, and it's right in front of our faces.
Just like the Clintons.
I'm going to be honest. If it doesn't affect my life, I don't care. I'm still waking up and doing what I got to do every day. But they're drawing the line. I don't give a fuck if Obama's gay. I don't care if Michelle's trans. Cool. That's fine. There's tons of us.
You know what? Those Obama kids are hanging out with Drake, going to all these fucking parties.
Yeah, and Drake is wearing nail polish and stuff now? Being yeah, he wears nail polish. He was wearing pink nail polish and something else. And that's fine if that's what he wants to do, but if you're trans or you're gay, that's fine. And I wouldn't care if there's a president, because there are trans people and there's gay people, and that's fine for them to have representation. The thing is when you do what you're doing now, is you're pushing it out like a trend, and there's a lot of people that are trans, and I'm sure a lot more that would never come out are coming out now. But there's also a good 30, 40, 50% of the people who are not trans, and they're destroying their lives. They're never going to be able to, some aren't able to have kids, and they're doing it way too young. Every teenager is unsure about themselves. When you're going through puberty, it's not an easy time. Everybody has something, and it feels really good when you can find something that you identify with. You're like, oh, all right, well, I feel good. At least I know, if you're struggling, you're like, all right, well, I relate to that. I don't like my body. I don't like the way I look. I am more masculine. Maybe I am trans. Well, okay. Well, now I know. That's good. Now I have something. Also, now I have a community to fit into. Another thing is when kids come out, what happens? They get a lot of praise and attention. I'm so proud of you for doing this. You're so strong. That's what people say when you come out or
Yeah.
attention at home. It would almost make sense, like that they would. And I'm not saying that's the case for every person, but like it would almost make sense that they do that. And then they grow up and they realize, oh shit, I'm not trans. Well, now I have all these freaking issues. I look like a man or a woman and I'm not. And, you know, it's not easy. But it's like, then you really look into it, the whole Black Lives Matter thing. Where's Black Lives Matter been, first of all? They only come out during elections, right? Where have they been? Where did the $80 million go that they made? You don't know about this? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Black Lives Matter made $80 million during 2020.
Okay.
You would think they'd be going around to Black communities, helping them out, maybe helping innocent Black people in jail, helping the families of George Floyd, whatever, something to do with Black people. All of that money went to transgender associations, a lot of cover-up associations that were like her family members. And basically, the person who started Black Lives Matter, the Patrice, whoever owns Black Lives Matter, Patrice, whatever her name is.
Somebody owns Black Lives Matter?
Yes.
Really?
Dude, you didn't. There's a whole documentary on it by Candace Owens, and she's not just saying this. She's got the receipts, the tax returns. She was making call after call after call. Like she went in. Oh, Patrice O'Neill.
It's just one person?
And somebody else. And her
Oh, yeah, that bitch
girl-
is just in it for herself. She doesn't give a fuck.
and her girlfriend, who happens to be transgender. Now, they're only around like during political things because they know race, causes so much shit.
Right.
And I don't want to speak on like things I don't know. Like I didn't do all the research, and I don't have. Let me just show you the trailer, though. I did watch this. I watched it like 4 times. It's just been a while, but I will show you the trailer really quick. And Candace Owens has the receipts. I don't know the specifics because I just don't remember. I don't care that much.
Reach high-value customers across.
So Black Lives Matter released their 990 IRS filings. They collected $80 million. Where is that money?
It's not here. Everything looks worse than it was.
Where have you seen that money impacted throughout the city? So my producer just sent me a link. It is just shocking to me because of how much money was raised to think that where he lived, the bills weren't being covered. Super frustrating, but that's a dead end. So, and here's where it gets really interesting. Ready for some BLM pride? Another $200K went to escorts, BDSM workers, strippers, peep show workers, phone sex operators, and webcam performers. And then at that moment, it became personal. And I thought, not only am I going to say the truth, I am going to scream the truth louder than you can scream the lies.
Yo, she went in. She went fucking in, and she did the damn thing. And like the other thing is like George Floyd's roommates were behind on rent when she went to go speak to them, and like his old car was still in the driveway, and they didn't have money to tow it. You think Black Lives Matter? They made all of that money off of George Floyd's name. Like almost all of that. Like I would say,
What a grimy fucking bitch.
Candace paid it. And I don't want to speak too much because I don't want to say the wrong thing. I would like to be prepared, but like I'm pretty sure that girl, Lady Patrice, is like in hiding now. Like she knows she's done, and you haven't heard anything.
No.
I mean, 2020 was Black Lives Matter. I guarantee they'll be around next year or something like it. So
I don't know.
So, but the whole thing is, why $80 million going towards all that trans shit? And it's fine, but like, it's called Black Lives Matter. So one, yeah, that's really annoying to all the people that donated. Number two,
with George Floyd's family.
well, because I think it's a political thing. And I think, this is my believing, say what you want, but they're there. I don't know, obviously. I'm not in the organization, but I do think Black Lives Matter is in cahoots with the Democratic Party, and they probably had some kind of deal. And yeah, so.
Okay, well,
and it's scary
we're gonna
because
have to wait and find out and see.
And you know, if you watch the documentary, she wrote, I can't remember, there's a couple things, but it really makes you go, huh, you know? And that's just that. So while we're on that topic, or while we're on this topic, let's see my next little thing I have to share with you.
What?
We'll do this one first. So this is, can you see it? Yeah.
Yeah, what is it? The planet?
This is Biden laptopmedia.com, and I'll leave a link for it in the description.
Okay.
These are all the pictures that were on Hunter's laptop. This is, you know, the president's son with the crack pipe, with the little flashlight, with the taking a picture with the smoke. Here's with his crack pipe filled and him taking a hit, exhaling. There's tons and tons of naked girls, questionable ages, but, you know, who's to judge? Like, how old's this girl?
Jesus.
I mean, there's 15 pages of this, of him naked, dick, guns. We got crack.
Console? On a scale?
No, it's right on a tape. Yeah, on a table. What's this? A gun right here, or his dick? No, it's his dick out. Like, there's his dick. If you wanted to know the actual size, it's all right. You know, he's not bad.
Mm.
Seen smaller, that's for sure.
Seen bigger.
I've also seen bigger. This is him taking a picture, watching himself fuck somebody.
Okay.
So then it goes into text messages, screenshots, things with his dad, all sorts of shit.
Well,
but
we all
majority,
know he's a piece of shit.
I know, but I'm saying is, did you see anything like this on the media?
No, because I'm sure everyone has shit like that on their fucking computer.
That's fine. And I mean, I definitely have like pictures, but like, even when I was a drug addict, I didn't really have pictures like that, but I was never the president's son. And I'm also not getting out of something. Like, I had to go to jail. You know what I mean? Like, so, and then there's the emails, which I'm not going to go into, but I will give you guys the site. It's Biden laptop emails. You know, it's some of the things that it's very, very illegal what he's doing. Him and his father, and even if it was just him, his father isn't allowed to hook him up with people to make money off of the American need. It's like, and it does it affect my life daily? No, not really. But does it? Yes, because look who's in the office right now. If this shit was shown and actually spoken about, and not just made like, whatever, I'm proud of my son.
Trump's family made like billions and billions of dollars while Trump was in office.
They did not make it off of Trump being president and giving them connections. And if they did, then it was done then it was legal.
No, it wasn't, because even the fucking Trump Foundation was dismantled. They literally, Nicole, yeah. Like,
I'm not saying no to that.
There is no Trump organization anymore in the state of New York. Those were dismantled. There's no foundation. There's none of that. They just have the business. That's all they have.
I don't know the facts on it, but
dude, it's a matter of public record. That was like 4 years ago.
I don't think that was true from what I heard, but I don't really know what you're talking about, so I can't speak on it.
Look it up.
I mean, it doesn't. The Trump organization.
True. The Trump organization.
Okay. What else am I reading? But he had, first of all, he had that. It's very, very different, though. It's very different listen, let me finish, because I don't know what you're saying, but there's no way. First of all, you're talking about a crackhead who is the felon who got kicked out of the army for doing drugs and like other shit.
I could care less about him.
Listen, but that's what it's about.
No, Nicole, let me finish. I let you talk. Trump's family did the same exact thing. Their organization has been dismantled. Look it up, bro. It's a matter of public record. Trump University.
I am looking it up. But you're not letting me finish. Listen, just listen.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
I'm going to look up Trump's thing, but we weren't talking about Trump, so that's why I didn't bring it up. But you can't, when you're vice president, you can't go behind and hook up people to do illegal things. You just can't do that.
No, you're not allowed to.
Especially with your family.
No,
now, Trump had his organization way before he was in presidency, and that's why his kids were running it. Trump wasn't running it anymore. I don't know about his organization. I really don't care, but I will look it up.
Well, the thing is that, like, Trump is being brought up in all these charges and indictments, whatever, fraud, blah, blah, blah. If they're going to do that to him, they got to do it to all of them. All of them.
Well, and that's the other thing.
All of them. Nobody's getting out. Biden, Barack, Michelle, every last one. The Clintons. Line up, G. You're all going to fucking have your day in court, basically. That's what it comes down to.
So what I'm seeing, because I mean, I really have to, like, before I believe anything, I have to do like research. But I'm seeing that they're trying
on the cover of.
I don't pay attention.
Newspaper, every newspaper.
I literally don't read the newspaper, and I honestly, if it's in the newspaper, I automatically don't believe it. Like, really, if it's on the news or if it's on the newspaper, I literally think it's bullshit because they're only putting it out there to distract you.
Right.
I mean, I'm
right.
Anna, there's so much bullshit.
There's a lot of bullshit out there. That's why you do your research.
I know, but I'm saying, like, when they put shit on, okay, even my own arrest, like, they put that shit out there 3 months later on the news. Like, I just don't believe it. Everything's always twisted. Nothing is actually what it is. No. So, like, I don't go out of my way to read a newspaper.
Do you want me to send you the link? Because I actually sent it to a friend of mine a couple of months ago. I think I still have it. Hold on.
Yeah, you can send me the link. That's fine. And I don't care. Like, I'm not saying this wasn't about Trump. Trump's not perfect, I'm sure.
Okay.
You know, but I'm just saying, like, I don't really want to, I don't know enough about it to say anything on it. Because I really don't know what you're talking about. I really don't follow, I try not to follow politics like this because it's annoying. do I like Trump? Am I going to vote for him? Probably, because he's the better choice. Look where our country is and look where it was. But I don't like Trump. I never liked him. I never watched him as a person, like as a fan. Like, I think he's highly entertaining, and I do think it's a little messed up what they're doing to him. But I'm also honestly so busy, I'm not following it because it just honestly puts me in a bad mood, because I feel like anything I watch, whether it doesn't matter, I always look at both sides and feel like I'm getting straight up lied to.
Yep.
And it affects me into a place where the reason why I wanted to talk about this today is because I've been arrested for drugs, and there's people dying on the street every single day for drugs. And you have a president that's smoking fucking crack.
Dude.
And
I swear
the son is smoking.
That video, you heard me call Candace Owen a dumb bitch. How many times today? How many times did I call her a dumb bitch? And that girl, Candace Owen. And
I know.
Literally had the video of what I told you, and I didn't even know that. I know you had the video. You didn't even know I was going to tell you that. And I was like, yeah.
I know. Very weird. And I think that I know a lot of people don't like Candace Owens because a lot of her stuff gets clipped out of context. I don't know. I don't really watch her clips. I don't watch her regularly, but I do watch her. She's very smart. I personally, because I know you, think you would fuck with her if you watched her. Because she's
gonna have to watch
smart.
the Black Lives Matter documentary. I'm very fascinated by it.
And I think that changed me. Like, she does her research and she's smart and she's well-spoken, but she's also got like a little like, you're gonna fuck with me? Watch what I'm gonna, like, she's like, like petty. She's petty. You know what I mean? Like, but she's got the shit to back it up. That's the thing.
Right.
Like,
I'm
and that's why, like,
Black Lives Matter thing, for sure.
I feel like, and that's why I keep saying, like, I don't want to speak on things I don't know about, because I don't want to make myself sound stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sit here and stick up for fucking Trump over something I don't know about. I don't know. Maybe he did do something like that. But what I do know is I do know more about the Biden thing, just because I do. I don't know. I'm more interested in, I don't care. Guess what? I probably would have hung out with fucking Hunter. Probably would have fucked him. There's a good chance I would have been in that camera role. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like judging him. I'm saying it's fucked up for people like me I'm not struggling, but that's because I was able to change my mindset and really focus on myself. There's a lot of people out here that can't get that. They just can't do it. They either don't know how or where to start or nothing. And trust me, I had nothing, zero, nothing. And I don't have much now, but that's okay. I have my happiness, but it's annoying, very annoying to see how it's playing out. And as far as the whole trans and gay shit, I don't care about that either. What I do care is about kids. I care that it's a sexual fetish to old men. Men like the way girls look, but they want a dick in their ass. They like these transgender people. And a lot of old men that have money, white, Black, Indian, all different colors, like young kids. And these are the people that are running our fucking country, and it's sick. So I don't care about all the other bullshit. Like, this is what I care about, because this is what hits me. All this, like with Hunter Biden, it's not that big of a deal, but it is like whatever. But a Barack Obama smoking crack is fucked.
Yo, I
it's
can't
fucked.
believe that fucking video. No.
And like, we don't know that guy. Could he be lying? Probably. Could be. But
it just so happens that I heard that same guy on a radio station in Atlanta 12 years ago.
I'm shocked he's alive, to be honest. Because if he's not around, if he dies soon, I mean,
the chef that they had 12 years at Martha's Vineyard drowned. You're there for 12 years. You don't know how to fucking swim and you drown out of nowhere?
And not for nothing, I believe everything Joan Rivers has ever said ever.
She fucking speaks the truth. Sorry.
But she's a real one. But she is. Like, she's a real one. She never cared too much about, like, Hollywood, and, like, she spoke her mind. Like Roseanne Connor. I love Roseanne.
Oh, we used to watch that all the time till like 4 in the morning.
I know. I was just gonna say, do you remember?
I used to
I
wake up
love.
going to work and it'd be on the fuck. You'd be like rolling on the sofa, half asleep, with a lit cigarette, and Roseanne would be on. She'd be like, "Dad!" I'd be like, "This is
how I slept to Roseanne's left."
Roseanne. It's one or the other with you.
No, never Golden Girls. It was Fresh Prince, Roseanne, and there was something else.
Seinfeld or Friends? I think it was Friends.
I think Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell
was one. That was Saved by the Bell was like 7 a.m.
90210.
Because I would watch Nick at Night.
Yeah. Do they still have Nick at
Night? And Roseanne has been coming out a lot lately, like speaking out on shit. And, you know, she is a Trumper. And I think she also might be somebody that like falls in the conspiracy a little, but she also might be just spitting facts. Who knows? Like, I don't know.
I've heard two stories about Barack smoking crack. All right? Two different states. 12 years apart. So I'm just saying, but
you don't think that was the same story?
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Okay.
But it's just the fact that they said
it's the same story.
And I said it. I'm like, Nicole, I never fucking heard about it ever again.
I didn't tell Anna, everybody. When you heard us talk, I didn't tell her what the articles were going to be about, so she can have a reaction. Also, I didn't have time.
Anything before the podcast. We don't discuss trending topics. We might talk about like little things, like a topic that we might discuss about, you know, maybe politics, whatever's going on in the news, whatever.
But we don't talk about our opinions.
No, never. Yeah. Never. That is
okay. Forty-year-olds love them better. Former U.S. President Barack Obama's gay sex fantasy has been revealed in a newly redacted 1982 letter to his ex-girlfriend. So it says, then 21, Obama wrote to Alex McNear, whom he'd been in a relationship during at the time of Occidental College, whatever. So it's like, why do you even marry Michelle or Michael or whatever? Was it because you wanted to look presidential? Like, dude, why can't you just be yourself?
Or maybe because she's really a man dressed like a woman.
You gave me a boost. Somehow a clutter of numbers and appointments and bills have grown over the last year. Leaving your voice was like discovering a passage in a book that I read a while ago. It stuck me. So I underlined it and discover that it still applies here like the chord. Okay, was that anything good? He admitted to a daily intellectual connection with men, but claims it was solely within the realms of imagination. So basically, he said he confesses that makes love to men, but he only does it in his imagination. And whatever. I mean, if anyone else wants to watch this video, I'll link it down. But like, the point is just that there's more proof.
The proof is in the pudding.
All right, can you come back somewhere so we can just say goodbye?
Yes, I'm coming.
So, and again, if you're an Obama, it doesn't really matter. Again, I'm just trying. As I started the video, I said conspiracies. I don't know if anything's fact. It's just a little like, really makes you think like, okay, well, we all know the government's fucking us, right? So
obviously,
it's like when you really start seeing, and when it starts getting uncovered, you really see how fucked it is. It's mind blowing. And like we both said, anybody can make up anything, but the whole like smoking crack thing, I mean, I believe it.
I'm not surprised.
I don't think that was fake.
All right, everybody.
That is a babysitter.
Great night. Enjoy your weekend.
Didn't Anna sound like a fake bitch when she said that?
Fake that.
Hey, everybody.
Oh my god.
Bye. So thank you.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody.
Please like, subscribe, share to your aunt, your grandma. And, comment. Please comment. Comment. I don't care. Do whatever.
Hear
Just
what you
comment.
have to say. Just say it.
Right. And then if you want to be mean to us, go ahead. Do that. Also, if you hate us, go to our social medias and tell us about how much you hate us. If you love us,
Please
how much
do so.
you love us.
We love it when people talk shit.
Yeah, Anna will go back at you, and I might. If I have like a minute, I will too. So, yeah, don't say nothing if you can't back it up, boo.
That's right, bitch.
But anyway, I appreciate you listening to the end.
Thanks
If you
for
are,
watching and listening.
bye, bitches.
Peace.
Bye.
I deal with life different, make that limit squeeze. Went off for my style and identity.
Subscribe.
Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they